In this tutorial we're going to look at adding an Adobe presenter file to our course. Here I am on the course page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate what I've already done here, and this is what it looks like when I'm done. And in this case I have a presentation that I want the participants to view, and because of the format that it's in an Adobe presenter format. I have it as an item here on this page, and the file is attached. So we're going to look at how to do this. So what I want is I have this presentation right here that I want my participants to review. And as I said, as you see, it's in an Adobe presenter format, and that file's right here, and it comes out as a PDF file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to build content, and I'm going to create an item. The reason why I'm going to create an item instead of adding a file is the item allows me to add text to the description, whereas a file does not allow you to add a description. And I'm going to name it Steps to Building a Lesson Plan. Okay, I already have my text typed out here, so I'm going to copy this and paste it in. I don't want all that gray, so I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to remove the formatting. That will fix it for me. And so I have my description here, and the important thing about having a description when it comes to the Adobe Presenter files is that if they're using a browser such as Chrome, they can't just click on it and open it like in Internet Explorer or Mozilla. They have to actually download it instead. So that's why I want to provide the description, because depending on what browser you use, you may have to file different directions. Then what I'm going to do to attach the file is under number 2, Attachments, I'm going to click Browse My Computer, and I'm going to find my file on my desktop. I'm going to click Open. And so it's going to list here the file that I'm going to attach, and I'm going to click Submit. Now, Adobe Presenter files are quite large. They take a while to load, so you're going to have to wait and be patient with this one. So it's finished uploading. It's taken me back to my page that I started on, and we can see here that the the item has been added with the description, and so participants, to access the file, depending on their browser, they can either right-click and do a Save As, and they can download it to view it, or in a browser such as Internet Explorer, they're able to simply click on the link and it will open. I want to take a moment to take a quick walk through the new eForms setup. As I said in the email that went out, the process hasn't changed. However, the forms that you'll use are different because there are forms for each division. But again, the forms haven't changed. They're just your own set of forms. So everyone should receive a folder looking similar to this. I'm going to use the psychology department's folder because there's some actual information in them that we can look at. It'll make it a little bit easier. So when you're getting ready to do the faculty growth and evaluation process, as I said in the handout that went out, there are several ways to access the forms. The quickest and easiest that I've developed for everyone is that everyone has a live links document within their folder. If you double click on it, it's going to take you to the document, and this has the links for the forms. And these are the links for the actual forms that you'll enter information in, not the forms in the sense of what you would edit. So let's say I want to begin the faculty growth and evaluation process. I'm going to click and enter my form to begin entering information. So I'd fill this out and submit it, and I still recommend emailing it to yourself. Close that out when you're done after you've submitted it. You can then go on to work on your PGP, and then you have the link for the acknowledgement form, however you want to proceed. So once you have everything entered into your forms, You're then going to want to go into your response file. And you can either do that, as I said, in the document by going into this version of the form and clicking on View Responses, or you can go into the Responses folder and go into the spreadsheet, the Google spreadsheet for whatever form you've just completed. So let's say I've completed the observation form. I'm going to double click. And so here's all my responses. I'm going to scroll all the way to the end because this is the part that's important. So all the information that I've entered in the form gets dumped into this spreadsheet. I have an add-on running that generates a form letter as a result of whatever's entered. And so let's say now I want to access the document that I'm going to share with a faculty member. That information is down here at the end, and this is just a cleaned up version of what you've entered into the form. So I'm going to click on the link that's provided. It's going to provide me this to click on. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and it's going to pull up an editable form, or I'm sorry, an editable document that now has all of the information that I entered into the sheet. So the faculty member's name, my name, all that, it's pulling from what I've entered. It provides the description just like what was in the form. So this is a little bit confusing in the sense that these are the sample behaviors that are on the document itself. And then it says here that these are the ones that were observed in your course. So all the boxes that you checked in the form are going to populate into these fields here. And then it's going to give the rating and then what you've entered in as the greatest strengths and the greatest opportunities. And it's going to do that for every different area of the faculty growth and evaluation process. So as you can see, each one, same thing. Learning facilitation, same thing. Sample behaviors, ones actually observed in the course, rating, summary. And then it's going to provide the page of operational responsibilities. All your meets or does not meet will be populated here. All the scholarship information that you've entered here, and student evaluations. So everything that you enter into the form gets dumped into this sheet. Similarly, the PGP process is very similar. So if we go into it, we can go all the way, all of our information's here, we go all the way to the right, and we can see here that we have our PGP document. Information's been pulled in, so we have our goals, our evidence, time frame, resources that were entered into the form. The part that you have to work on is the strategies. So because of the way the form is set up, all of our strategies are going to come in down here. So we have the goal and then the strategies that were checked. So what we need to do is match the goals and the strategies. So clearly the person who completed the evaluation selected PACE instruction as a goal and selected these strategies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight and I'm going to cut what was put there, and then here it's used as goal number 1. So I'm going to now paste these strategies here so that they match up. Oops. Put it there. Okay. And remember that this document is editable. So if I am utilizing goal number 2 and I want to remove this if applicable, I can do that so that it looks a little bit better. Because I'm not using these, I can remove them so it doesn't look like there's something that I was supposed to do but didn't do. And any of the strategies, the goals and strategies down here that I don't want to use, go ahead and move those since we did use them. I'm going to go ahead and select these and I'm going to delete them. That way I don't have any unused space. Okay, so now I have my PGP document ready to print out.